aria-live allows developers to mark a part of the page as live, in the sense that updates should be communicated to users in a timely manner rather than if and when they happen to explore that part of the page. One example might be a status message which appears as a result of either a user action or an external event. If this message is important enough to grab a sighted user's attention, we can direct an assistive technology user's attention to it by setting an aria-live attribute on it. When an element has an aria-live attribute, we refer to the part of the page containing it and its descendants as a live region. Aria-live has 3 allowable values: off, polite, and assertive. Off is the default value. It can be specified explicitly if need be, but not setting an aria-live attribute at all will have the same effect. Aria-live equals polite tells assistive technology, alert the user to this change when you've finished whatever you were doing. It's great to use if something is important but not urgent and accounts for the majority of aria-live use. In this example, we have a chat widget which uses aria-live to reflect the most recent chat activity. When a new chat message appears, it'll be announced to a screen reader user once any in-progress utterance has finished. Aria-live equals assertive tells assistive technology to interrupt whatever it's doing and alert the user to this change immediately. This is only for important and urgent updates, such as a status message like "there has been a server error and your changes are not being saved, please refresh the page," or updates to an input field as a direct result of a user action, such as buttons on a stepper widget. In this case, once this alert bar has some content, it'll interrupt whatever the user was doing with an announcement of its content. To demonstrate this in practice, here's a demo of aria-live use in the custom number input. You can see the DOM for the custom number input on the right. We have a container element with a role of spin button, then a span containing the numerical value, and an add and subtract button. The span with the numeric value has an aria-live value of assertive, meaning whenever it changes, whatever speech is in progress should be interrupted. One other thing to notice is I've used aria described by to associate the element with this bit of help text underneath. So I'll probably hear that once I set focus on the element. I'm going to turn on Chromebox Lite, tab to the element, and then I should hear the label and it's going to start reading the description. Then I'm going to use the up arrow to add 10 to the value.
Number input demo. Current value, spin button, use add and subtract buttons or up and down arrows, 10.
Great, so it immediately told me the new value and interrupted what it was saying. I can do that again.
20.
Or use the mouse.
30. 20.
Or use the screen reader.
Add button. 30.
And the same thing happens. So those are the basics of aria-live. We have just a couple of tips for working with aria-live regions in practice. Firstly, your aria-live region should probably be in the initial page load. This is not a hard and fast rule, but if you're having difficulty with an aria-live region, this could be one of the issues. Secondly, different screen readers and assistive technologies react differently to different types of changes. For example, it's possible to trigger an alert on some screen readers by toggling a descendant element's hidden style from true to false, but this technique does not work on others. So if you're having issues with getting an aria-live region to speak, experiment with some different types of content changes to see what works on the platforms you're targeting.